If you're a LEGO Star Wars fan, you've definitely seen what's been going on in the community. Our once precious clone troopers have been getting the short end of the stick lately. Unless you live under a rock, you've heard all about the misprints, inaccuracies, lack of waist capes, and of course, helmet holes. I figured it was high time I joined the conversation and gave my 2 cents on the subject. First, I want to start with something we can all agree on: the misprints and inaccuracies of our troopers, like the 212th and Commander Fox. These are just inexcusable. LEGO knows how these guys should look, and for a company that claims only the best is good enough, this is just quite frankly embarrassing. Another point of contention I think most people can agree on is the lack of waist capes. This is just inexcusable as they still include them in other themes. LEGO has been on record in the past saying that they don't like the capes because it makes the minifigure hard to sit down, which isn't the best reason in the first place, as the waist cape can be removed. Basically, what LEGO was saying here and trying to make their stand on was that they didn't want it to get in the way of playing, which to some degree is understandable, you know. A good chunk of their market is kids. LEGO Dreams, though, is a line specifically made for children, and there's a character in there who has a waist cape. So since this, LEGO really has lost any footing they were standing on. There's absolutely no reason we shouldn't have them. While just about everyone can agree we need cloth cameras, LEGO is just not giving them to us. Of course, those coming to their aid with the idea that LEGO is just a kid's toy and no one should care this much, that itself is just an unbelievable statement to me. I could honestly make an entirely different video on how wrong that is, but to sum it up, those people are just straight wrong. There's no way around it. There's a reason half of LEGO sets are labeled 18 plus, and that's because the adult LEGO community is extremely large. There's no doubt that LEGO is also enjoyed by kids, but it is not just a kid's toy. Now finally it's time for the biggest point of contention. It's time to take a look at the helmet holes. This clone trooper is from the 501st Legion and was released in 2020. And this is also a clone trooper from the 501st Battle Pack in 2023. This small difference has caused a huge fracture in the LEGO Star Wars fandom. Looking from an outsider's perspective, I can see how one might think it's silly that this one small little hole causes such a debate, and yet here we are. Any video I see mentioning this topic has a million people in the comments ripping each other apart for their differing opinions. While people being boneheads on the internet is nothing new, this has to be one of the biggest divides I've ever seen in the community. The problem these holes bring is that they completely change the helmet shape, making them totally different and nowhere near as good as they are without. I will say the customization the holes bring is amazing and something I love about them. But the helmets look so bad that if you're not using the holes, I'm not sure that it's worth it. If the holes were to be integrated into the helmet better as to not affect the shape, I would totally be on board and think that is definitely the right solution. This is proven true by the Phase 1 helmets, as this argument is completely lost on them. There's absolutely no argument over them. One might wonder why, and it comes down to the execution. The Phase 1 helmets integrate the hole perfectly, and in doing so reaches a great balance between looks and being able to customize your trooper. Now, while I don't want to speak for everyone, I do believe what makes the helmet holes bad on Phase 2 is not just their mere existence, but how poorly they've been executed. All LEGO did was take their old helmets and drill some holes on the side, which clearly doesn't sit well with a lot of people, including myself. I know there is definitely a way to have helmet holes at no cost to the look of the figure. This small, lazy decision by LEGO has now caused an uproar, which they indeed deserve for their short-sightedness. The passion for this product is what causes this to be a problem, as everyone wants it to be its best, and everyone just has different levels of what's acceptable. What LEGO has done to our beloved troopers is quite embarrassing, and they need to be held accountable, just as much as their fans need to hold themselves accountable for their actions in the community. In the end, I think that all fans can agree we just want the best product. To quote LEGO themselves, only the best is good enough. In stating this, I think the solution is quite clear. LEGO needs to just make a new mold to satisfy all parties. If they lined up the holes with the ear holes on the helmet that are already sticking out, I believe it would satisfy everyone, as we would still have the holes for customization, but they wouldn't be the eyesore they are now. And as far as wastegapes are concerned, they should just be included, plain and simple. I've really started to wonder what the future of our clones will look like, whether we will get wastegapes back, or the helmet holes, what will happen with them, and really we have no idea what LEGO's planning. At this time though, it looks like helmet holes are here to stay. Let's just hope maybe eventually LEGO will realize they need to fix their wrongdoings and make their product the best it can be. With that, I just want to thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and now let me know your thoughts on the state of our clones down below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this matter, but make sure to be civil, please. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.